Hey, howdy. Welcome back to the Hardcore Podcast. You're listening to episode 109, and I'm your host, Christopher Norwood.
And I'm your host, Robert Melton.
How you been, bud?
Not too shabby, man.
Life treating you good?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Love to hear it.
Yep. How do we podcast?
What's new?
Well,
Little introduction, then we'll run the intro and get into it. That's how we do it.
we got some video games to talk about.
Yeah, we do. We're celebrating.
We're celibate.
We're celebrating. We're celebrating PlayStation's 30th anniversary.
Tomorrow.
So yeah, by the time you're hearing this, we'll be about a week into it. But we're going to be talking about some PlayStation games over the years, some of our faves, as well as some gaming news.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is new? I wouldn't say like too much. Haven't really done a whole lot this week.
That's okay.
But I could get into what I have done this week.
Yeah.
Right after this.
Oh. I was like, yeah, that's when I asked you. 109.
109.
The Hardcore Podcast. I love the raise up the shoulders whenever you laugh.
I don't know.
He's just a chill guy.
True.
All right, so tell us what you've been getting into this week.
Well, if you've been listening the past few episodes, Chris and I have obviously been playing Pokemon TCG Pocket, and I have been going after a Pikachu EX, which is one of the top meta decks currently, and I have finally gotten one after, I don't know, 2.5 weeks of pulling fucking Pikachu boosters.
Nice. And you pulled the only Pikachu I don't have.
Yeah, it was like the it's not the full art, but it was like the rare art.
Yeah. I don't know what
I guess
like
it
the
kind
rarity
of
is.
is a full art, but it's not.
Is that like
It's still got a border.
Is that the crown rarity?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I pulled some of the half arts and then that animated one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the gold, unfortunately, either.
Oh, so you don't have the gold. Oh,
No.
so there's two I
No.
don't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's haven't had any. This is my first EX Pikachu. So
Nice. Well, that's a good one. That is a good one to
Yeah.
have. That one's pretty sick.
I finally got that mother trucker, and need one more, and I'll have a really fucking good electric deck. I have probably 5 Zapdos,
Heck
maybe
yeah.
6.
You water decks, beware.
True.
It's coming.
Surprisingly, though, I do use my water deck a lot. And it's cheese, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, I don't know if I really have I mean, I have an electric deck with Pikachus in it, but I don't know if I've like set it up to the meta, you know? But I pretty much have actually no, I don't really have a good dark deck.
Yeah, there's not like a lot of good dark stuff in the game. And that's not me being racist, but there's just like no EX dark cards, which they should have added like a what would have been like a good, like maybe a Espeon EX, or not Espeon, Umbreon EX. That would have been a good card.
Yeah. I like I don't know if it'd really be considered meta, but for a dark deck, I like the kind of what the rental decks do with the wheezing and muck.
Yeah.
Like the poison and like using Koga to kind of change your active.
I just got my first Grimer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know.
I think I got like 10 Grimers.
That's crazy. Yeah,
But,
surprisingly, I haven't had any. But yeah, I do like that, and that is one of the non-EX metas, is the going in with those
Or
cards,
the wheezing and the
because they're
muck.
really annoying with the poison and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, finally got my EX Pikachu, and now it's on to Charizard boosters again.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah, that's what I do. I kind of just take turns. Whenever I get any type of like full art or half art even if I already have it, I just move on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been going pretty good for me. I find that the Charizard packs are the hardest for me to pull anything from.
Yeah, I think the rates in the Charizard deck are slightly above the other ones too.
Are they?
Well, not the rates, but it has better valuable cards, I
Like
guess.
more bigger pools.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fair. That Charizard animated card is the only one I don't have.
Oh, really?
I think, is that the only one you do have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animated.
I do need that one. And I think I'm about 3 or 4 away from completing my Kanto set.
Damn.
So, almost got that Mew.
I haven't checked. I'll have to check my Kanto deck.
Yeah, I know I haven't even got a Venusaur yet. No Venusaur of any kind.
Damn.
I need a Vileplume. I need a Kangaskhan. And I don't even have a Weezing or Lickitung. I think those may be the only 4 I need.
I'm not sure if I have a Weezing or not. Actually, I might have a Weezing. I just don't think I have a Coughing, which is funny.
Yeah. But yeah, and then that random Lickitung.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, not bad. I'm thinking in maybe the next week, I should definitely have it.
Yeah. I mean, you'll definitely get a Venusaur from the event.
Yeah. In worst case scenario, I'll have enough points to where I can buy them. So.
That's true. Yeah, I haven't spent any of my points yet.
None? Oh, that's cool though. I'm sure you've got a crap ton of points.
Yeah. I think you need like 2,000 for the gold cards or something.
Do you?
I
2,000?
think it's like 2,000.
Oh, shit.
Because they're the rarest ones.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I think like regular EX cards are like 500 or 600.
Yeah, the half arts are like 500. And then like the stage 2 hollows are 150.
Okay.
And then stage 1 are 70.
Not bad.
The rest are 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I need to hop on that event. I've only done a few battles.
Get on it, man.
I know.
Wasting your precious resources.
Shame
for
on
some
me.
actually really good cards, especially the Jigglypuff.
Oh, is it good?
Mm-hmm. If you couple it with like a sleep deck, I made a sleep deck and that shit's OP.
Oh, really? See, like stuff like that type of meta, I haven't even really got into.
Yeah, because the Jigglypuff, you flip a coin, I think. Actually, no, I don't know if that one flips a coin. I think that one just puts the Pokemon to sleep. But it's like, I don't think it does any damage.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. But if you couple that with like a Wigglytuff, that one does like 80 to 90 damage, I think, with 3 energies, and also has a 50% chance to put the Pokemon to sleep. And then if you have a Hypno, a drowsing Hypno on the bench, that every turn will flip a coin.
And that's just the ability.
That's just the ability. And if you have 2 of them, well, I guess you can't have 3, but if you have 2 of them, they can each roll. So there's a very good likely chance that your Pokemon or their Pokemon's going to be asleep like every turn.
Yeah. No, that is good.
So
especially
it's very
for
annoying
stage 1
to go against, probably. I haven't been against anybody with that deck, but it is fun to play.
Yeah.
So
heck yeah.
Yeah, enough about Pokemon, I guess. We'll get more into some Pokemon here in a bit.
Oh, will we?
Yeah. But
okay.
Also been playing a bunch of Diablo 4. I checked actually last night. I have it's probably about 67 hours now.
Oh, nice.
Total. So not a massive amount of time, but still quite a bit of time.
Still a bunch of stuff you want to do?
Oh, yeah.
Like, obviously, I know with a game like that, there's stuff to do, but...
Yeah, I've opened up quite a bit, I guess, end game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a ton of, like, harder challenges to do and stuff like that. And it's really fun. I've actually been dying a little bit.
It's getting hard. Nice.
Yeah. I'm in, so there's a bunch of difficulties. I think there's, like, normal, hard, very hard, something else, and then it goes up to, like, I can't remember exactly, but I'm, like, the 6th or 7th tier.
Mm-hmm.
of difficulty. It's like Torment level 1, and I'm about to, I think, go up higher than that. You just have to hit some like prerequisites before you can start moving up the ladder in difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm Paragon level 125 or so.
Holy shit.
And I've got some pretty decent gear and a really good build for an Incinerate Sorceress. Because I'm playing a female character.
Nice. Sorceress.
Yeah.
Nice. We love that.
But it melts shit, dude.
Heck yeah.
Like, literally. I can go into a nightmare dungeon and I just use my whole bar and then just hold right click, and that's just Incinerate. Mm-hmm. And their health is like, and it's literally over in like 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Like the last boss in the dungeon. And it's very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, indeed.
Then a bunch of items just come spewing out, and you get that.
Come to me.
That rush, man. That fucking rush. There's nothing like it.
Nothing hits like a Diablo dopamine.
Yeah, it's better than coming.
Oh, nice. So, so November was pretty easy for you. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
no
yes.
FAP November.
Yeah.
Nice. Just hey, that's good advice. Just download some Diablo.
Yep.
And just don't come. Just let Diablo fuel your dopamine.
Between that and pulling cards from Pokemon, man. Or
always,
not pulling cards in my case.
Always chasing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I just want to finish my Kanto Pokemon. I don't know if there's really a chase. I don't know if there ever really was a chase for me.
I mean, I've just been wanting cards to have some like good decks, like for every type.
Yeah.
And I've got like a good electric deck, but it could be better with a Pikachu, of course. A good fire deck, like the Arcanine event. I didn't need the Arcanines, but that helped a lot of people, and that's now a top meta deck for people. But I've got like a bunch of Charizards and Arcanines. The Misty deck, got that pretty good. I guess I'll be able to put together a decent grass deck now with this event. I'm not really sure how all that stuff kind of works yet. I haven't really tried, but yeah. But don't have a good dark deck.
Yeah.
I need the Weezings and the Coughings and the Grimers and the Mucks. What's Muck backwards?
Come.
Yes,
Come
it
with
is.
a K. Come with a K. I'm surprised, again, we were talking before we started filming this, how, like, you know, with Pokemon Pocket, people love, you know, I mean, that's why I'm playing is like to rip packs. But you could always just go back to Pokemon Live. Because if you're into Pokemon, I'm sure you got into TCG at some point, so you probably have a crap ton of code cards. So why not just like rip there and
True, and no subscription.
No subscription, and you get like the full game. You get pretty much every type of meta card possible, or a chance to pull it.
And if you're listening to this, there are websites out there where you can buy the code cards from the Pokemon TCG, like actual boosters and shit. And they're like cents. You can buy them for literal cents.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think we bought, I don't even know, it was a shit ton. Like 200 codes for like a few dollars.
Yeah. I mean, seriously. So yeah, I'm surprised. Can you see yourself getting into that? Because again, that just opens the door for just so many different types of meta and like different deck builds.
Could I get into it live?
Yeah.
I don't know. Those games usually drag on. I love the like in and out.
Yeah.
Of the TCG Pocket.
But
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually.
Yeah, I think you just get into a lot more strategy. Because again, like,
it's absolutely way more strategy.
When you go first, you almost just like want to quit until you go second.
Yeah.
Unless you have that like perfect hand.
Yeah, only advantage is the Misty deck.
I mean, yeah. And even that, like you get the, use Misty and you don't get any good flips, you're like, all right, now I'll concede.
Yeah, literally.
So you really do have to have good luck and a good starting hand.
It's a concede fast run.
Yeah, for real. No
Fast
shame. Though.
run, speed run. The fuck am I saying?
Hey, I got you. I was there.
How do we get back on Pokemon?
It's
Talking about grinding and dopamine.
It's quite the theme of this podcast.
Oh,
We love to talk Pokemon.
that reminds me. I was talking to my girlfriend, and I was like, "Oh, you're grinding over there." She was like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You're grinding." She's like, "Yeah, I don't. What do you mean?" like you're. That's what they say. Like it's a gaming term. Like you're just hustling and putting a lot of effort in to get like some resources or just to do whatever. But she was playing Stardew Valley and
so maybe even a better term is farming. She's farming.
She's definitely farming. Yeah, for sure.
Well, she's farming.
She's almost got like
farming.
Her fishing's almost maxed out already.
Oh hell yeah!
She's only like 2 seasons in.
Oh my gosh.
She fucking loves fishing in a video game. I don't know what it is.
Level that shit up much quicker than RuneScape.
I need to get her like some bass tournament game.
I remember they came out with a spin-off Final Fantasy 15 game.
A spin-off?
Yeah, because that was one of the mini games in 15 was Noctis would go fishing. And I think I'm pretty sure there was like a spin-off fishing game. That was like a dedicated Final Fantasy 15.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
You're fucking with me.
Nah, I swear.
That's crazy.
I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure there was.
That is such a random thing.
It's very random. But I mean, it was just kind of like one of the mini games in that Final Fantasy that they just made into a full game. Kind of like the card games and like 7 and The Witcher.
Yeah. Interesting.
What the heck? Get out.
Huh.
Oh, my computer's like being weird. So maybe I'm not looking into it. Maybe I was lying.
He's lying, guys. Don't look into it. He's just lying.
If I am lying, just remember, I'm just a chill guy. I didn't mean to.
He is a chill guy. He's got a Alolan Ninetales on his sweater.
Yep, a lot of chill themes. Let's see. We got Snom, we got Ice Cube, we got Darumaka, we got Cubchoo, we got Spheal, we got Vanillite.
Yep.
Snorunt, Alolan Sandshrew, Swinub.
Yep.
And Alolan Vulpix.
Damn, that's impressive.
So yeah, chill.
Fucking off the rip, dog.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those little ones you do kind of get stuck on from time to time. Like, what is that little fucker's name? But
yeah, my girlfriend's been playing a lot of Stardew.
Hell yeah.
Putting
She
those
enjoying
fucking hours in.
the modding world?
Yeah, she was on some mods the other day, downloading some more mods.
I can't get enough.
But I was like peeking yesterday at like while she was playing, and a lot of those mods are like some really good like quality of life mods that she had. So I would definitely also do that. Some aesthetic ones, some really cool mods.
Oh, I may have found it.
All right. So what is this Final Fantasy 15 fishing game called?
Apparently, it's a VR game.
Oh,
So
it's VR?
called Monster of the Deep Final Fantasy 15 is a downloadable virtual reality simulation video game developed and published by Square Enix for the PS4's PlayStation VR peripheral.
What a fucking niche. You can only play this in PlayStation 4 VR.
So yeah, players interact with the 4 main characters of the Final Fantasy 15 game while taking part in fishing around a variety of locations. So I wasn't capping.
It was not capping, guys. It's official.
So all that to say,
Cannot believe I've never heard of that.
wouldn't that be funny? That's what you get for Ashley. A PS4 VR set. Maybe it comes with a free download of Final Fantasy 15 Monsters of the Deep fishing game.
That's so fucking random.
That is. But I feel like you could do a bunch of like random games like that with IPs and it would sell.
Oh, yeah.
Like imagine a Kingdom Hearts fishing game.
It's true. It's quite true.
A Kingdom Hearts kart racing game.
Dude, imagine VR Blitzball.
Yeah. I mean, that would probably be pretty cool, but I can see that being pretty tough.
Dude,
Just with like what that game entails, but it's just like VR.
you know what would be sick? Having like a full out like race setup, and it's almost like well, I guess it wouldn't really have to be. But like, you know, the ones that like move and shake and like
Heck
all
yeah.
that. So like a full racing setup, but it's VR and you're playing Rocket League. Wouldn't that be fucking sick?
That would be insane though. I really
But it's
don't
got to
know.
be like a 360 degree, like if you fucking like rotating shit.
Yeah, that would be insane. And I feel like it'd only be fair if you were playing with other players who were playing like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be any good playing like
No.
that. At least starting out.
That shit would be chaotic as hell, but
That
it
would
sounds so fun.
Hell yeah. I feel like any racing game like that, any type of Forza game with like that whole, $10,000 setup would be freaking tight.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like scrolling and I come across one of those videos where someone's in one of those playing a racing game, I always sit and watch. I'm like, that's dope.
That's so fucking sick.
I'm surprised that not that Ken doesn't have that setup, but that Ken doesn't like have
a
like
wheel or
steering
anything.
wheel
Yeah,
or anything.
no.
Yeah, because he likes games like that. And like Initial D, he was like a big Initial D fan.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it's something. And just being like a car guy.
Yeah.
You like cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Very
But,
surprising.
I also get it because, things like that are a little pricey.
Even
Even just for like a nice like steering wheel setup, it's like a few $100s.
I mean, you can get
It's like
steering
a
wheels
good
cheap,
one.
but yeah, if you want
I
like
feel a good one.
the steering wheel, the pedals, the stick shift, if you're into that, and
Which are the three things you at least have to have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
For like some type of immersion.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, the chair and all the fucking aspects of the movement, that's way more expensive.
Oh gosh, yeah. Probably a freaking headache to set up too.
Yeah, I cannot imagine. You can't move it.
Yeah.
That bitch got to have its own corner.
Mm-hmm.
So, in an apartment, it's not very ideal.
Definitely not. Yeah. You'd have to have a good little room dedicated to all that.
Yeah. But, yeah.
All right, my turn. What have I been up to?
What have you been up to, my guy?
So this past weekend, I went with Elaine to the beach with her parents.
Let's go to the beach.
And
Let's
it
go get away.
was an amazing time.
Amazing.
For like a day and a half, because we got there Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
had all of Saturday, and then left like Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
It was a really good time. It felt very full. I wish I had a week of that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we seen a lighthouse.
I feel that. A weekend trip they kind of suck.
Because it's just like Saturday.
It's just Saturday. Yeah.
Which I guess you could have had more Friday, but we got there kind of late because that's when my family does Thanksgiving. So she came down because she went there Thursday. She came down Friday just to do Thanksgiving with my family.
What?
And then we went back up there, yeah.
Oh, hell no. Why'd you make her do that?
She wanted to. I mean, I appreciated it.
That's insane, dude.
But it was a lot of driving. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, I drove back. I don't want to make her do that drive again.
That's nice, at least.
I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice, chill guy. What can I say? But it was fun. We went to some restaurants. We had some good drinks. We did one of those, like, wild horse tours. That lasted a couple hours and was extremely cold because going to the beach, during this time of year is cold, as you can imagine.
The wind is not a joke on the
wind
beach.
is whipping. Yeah, we went to a lighthouse. We did what her mom calls whimsy. So we were whimsying because she's very, like, whenever there's a trip, she has, like, an itinerary set up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always room for whimsy. So that's stuff that's, like, not exactly planned.
Okay.
Or if, like, plans change, it's like, ooh, room for whimsy.
That's so random.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was, like, the most fun part, though. It's just like, oh, things have changed. All right, what are we going to do within these 2 hours? So we just, like, walk around and go to shops or, oh, this is close by. Let's go here. Yeah. So it was a good time, though. So I've been doing that. Went to the beach. We played some more Cult of the Lamb last night. We got a good session. Still hammering out the hours with that.
Played some Everdale.
Some what?
Everdale.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. We did play Everdell with her parents. They picked it up pretty quickly. Elaine smoked us all.
Really?
Oh my gosh, she smoked us. Yeah, like a freaking pack of Newports.
That's fucking embarrassing.
I was
in front of her parents.
In front of her dad.
Jeez, dude. How are you gonna act like a man if you're losing a kid's game?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, he doesn't see me as a man right now, babe. Why didn't you let me win
Inferior.
in front of your dad? Really?
Or
it's pretty rude.
Was it like, hey, Pops, I'll let her win?
Hey, I mean, yeah, if it was him and I and it came up, I'd be like, I let her win, right? But it was fun. Again, they picked it up pretty quickly, especially her dad, because, he plays like Warhammer and D&D and all that. So that was child's play for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all that to say, we had a lovely time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We went to one place. I forgot what it was called, like the Blue Point or something. We were just going for drinks. So they had got some type of like mixed drink, and I had one drink. I had a coffee with Baileys.
Mm.
So they had a mixed drink. I had a coffee with Baileys, and then they got coffee with Baileys. And then I think we did split an appetizer. So 7 drinks, 4 of which were coffees, and a little appetizer. And all that was like $115.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, the inflation on the beach is nuts.
That was just nuts.
Tourist trap.
Yeah. I was just so surprised. I mean, it was like a nicer place too, but I'm like, 4 of those drinks were coffees.
Were you like, on me? And then you saw the bill like, actually.
Nah, I mean, there were a couple times where I was like, can I please get this? Because they were just like paying for everything. They wouldn't let me pay.
Damn.
So I was like, all right. Whatever.
Can't fight it.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
You do the whole, like, bring your wallet out. All right. Okay. You don't got to tell me, Joyce.
The checks come and you go to the bathroom.
Well, at one point, I just kind of, like, gave up. I'm like,
yeah,
all right, well, they got this. But,
I feel that.
Which is very kind of them. They did pay for everything. But it was a good time.
That's awesome.
It was a good time. Yeah.
Happy for you.
So by the time you are hearing this, I will
Chris
have
may have been eaten by a bear.
Yes, because I'm going camping this weekend. Apparently I just live for the cold at this point in my life.
Dude. I would be fucking dead. I cannot, dude. It's cold in this room.
You cannot chill.
I am not a chill guy.
You are not.
Or I am a chill guy, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I
hate how chill I am.
Yeah, dude. The slightest amount of cold, and I'm shivering. And it's like, I can't stop.
I think it's going to be fun. It's, I've already accepted it's going to be cold as fuck, but we're going to have a fire going at all times. We're going to have some hot bevies. We're going to be layered up. We have some really nice camping gear, like a bunch of blankets and sleeping bags that are like rated for, freezing temperatures. So I think we're going to be fine. But those nights will probably be pretty rough.
It's going to be in the 20s.
We're going to have some soup, some hot soup, some snackies.
Bring some MREs.
Got some. No, we're not going to quite go that far. Some bevies. But yeah, it's going to be fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's exciting.
And I'm going to get some bonding time with Alan and Allison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think this could be the first time y'all hung out like...
Just us?
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's cool.
So...
Make sure you bring his knife.
Oh, I definitely am. I mean, I usually have it on me by default anyways, but yeah.
Everybody's got an Allen knife. Not an Allen wrench, but an Allen knife.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully everyone has an Allen wrench or a few.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, everyone in the friend group has at least been gifted an Allen.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
And if you haven't, then you're not really Alan's friend.
Yeah. So I don't know if I had talked about it on the podcast, but one of the gifts I got for my girlfriend for Christmas was a desk that she had wanted.
Oh, for her birthday.
Christmas.
Oh.
This is for Christmas.
Oh, and she knows about this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She already got it. It already came in.
Oh, gotcha.
So we were building it the other day when it came in, and it's a standing desk.
Oh, nice.
And we put it all together, assembled the whole thing, and I don't know, it took maybe a little over an hour,
Mm-hmm.
but then the fucking thing wouldn't rise. And we were trying to troubleshoot it. We looked all over the internet, scoured everything. Took us like 2 hours of troubleshooting, and then we realized that, well, I guess the motor's dead.
Oh, you got a lemon?
We got a lemon.
Damn.
Tried everything. So I had to hand crank that bitch up to her desired placement, and yeah.
So
So I think the company, they're only open Monday through Friday, so hopefully, I haven't talked to her yet, but hopefully she called them or emailed them or something to try to get a new motor, because we could replace that.
yeah.
But yeah, pretty fucked up.
So if she's like, "Hey, I want to sit," you have to hand crank it back down.
Yeah, well, it's default into a sitting position right now, just so it's easily
okay.
accessible. But yeah,
That's fair. Well, damn, that sucks. Sucks
Yeah.
when you get a lemon.
it does.
Oh man, that's freaking life. Life is just full of lemons.
It's true.
Yeah. I wonder if that's where the whole "when life gives you lemons" comes from.
I don't know what that's from.
You know,
I'm gonna be honest.
life just gave me a bunch of lemons. This weekend's probably gonna be full of lemons.
Probably.
You know,
It's gonna rain. It's not even gonna snow. It's
any
just gonna be 20 degrees and
inconvenience, lemon.
fucking sleet.
Dude, see that would suck.
That would be
That would absolutely
awful.
suck if there was any type of like rain or, yeah.
Like, imagine having to pack up your things in sleet. It's just fucking frozen ice.
Yeah, that
You're
would
just
suck.
fucking shaking. Your hands are numb. You can't even
Right.
move them. Any slight like hit, it's gonna fucking hurt.
Oh yeah.
You know that? Like when your hands get cold and you hit it on
Yeah.
something, it's like the worst
Well,
pain.
it's the like the arthritis feeling for me where
Mhm.
it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
I can't clench.
You feel like a robot. There's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that shit sucks.
But you know, worst case scenario, if that happened, it would be very memorable.
That's true.
You know, we definitely would not forget that
You
time we
hardly
went
ever
camping.
remember the good times, but you always remember the bad times.
It's very true.
Sadly.
Yeah. But I mean, I think I'll definitely remember this beach
Oh,
trip
yeah.
we recently had. Well, we just had, just because it was a good time. And I told her yesterday, I was quoting The Office. Have you seen all of The Office?
No.
I can't remember if you've seen
Not
it.
even close.
So not verbatim, but one of the characters in that, Andy Bernard, he says, "I wish you knew in the moment when you were in the good old days." You know, when you
Mhm.
look back, you're like, "Oh, those were the good old days."
Oh, yeah.
But like even memories that we make now, we'll look back on and be like, "Oh, those were the good old days."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? We were in the good old days.
It's true.
That beach trip, that was them. Like when we look back, living here, all of us,
I
and we're
know.
like, dude, all those fucking pool parties,
Mm-hmm.
good old days. But in the moment, we probably didn't know it. All right, let's move on or I'll start
Sad.
crying.
Well, Christopher.
I
All right,
miss it.
so we have a new game that's coming out at some point. We don't have a date on it yet, I don't believe.
I don't think so.
Alright.
And there's a little bit of controversy.
Yeah, so you set this one up. We got the notes.
All right, so this game is called Light of Motiram. Light of Motiram. It's a new 10-cent game in the works that at first glance gives heavy kind of Horizon Zero Dawn vibes.
So 10 cents behind this.
10 cent is behind
Oh.
this. It gives heavy Horizon vibes with its post-apocalyptic kind of future mechanized beast aesthetic and setting, but claimed to be much more with survival and crafting elements, and looks to be just that with the gameplay and the demo that was shown off. So that was the first thing I had you watch when you got here.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts? Because you had already kind of heard about this being, you heard about the
I'd seen
controversy
articles online about it, but
of the
yeah.
game.
So the controversy was comparing this as a like Temu version of Horizon Zero Dawn. Like a ripoff, like
Yeah.
a shitty version. I don't think that's what this is. This
I
has got a
definitely don't.
lot of money into it, it seems.
I mean, I think again, just like the setting and these like mechanized beast and aesthetic alone is what people are getting like the Horizon from. And, you know, it's obvious. Like, I see that.
Yeah.
But I think when you actually watch through the entire demo, it gives more vibes of other games.
Yeah, it's definitely a mixture of a lot of games and has a ton of influence. And most of the influence is probably from Horizon Zero Dawn. It's obviously like based in a prehistoric type time, but it's got mechanized dinosaurs and shit like that. So it very much seems so.
Yeah.
Kind of on that theme. But it's also got a lot of influence from like Palworld.
That's
as
what I
it's like
thought
a
it had the most
survival.
of. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as gameplay, for sure.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of survival and crafting elements. The combat is very
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter / like Soulsborne, like the
Yeah.
dodge hit combo. That's pretty much all there is to it. And then you got the obvious Pokemon tactic with your pals or whatever you want to call your beast, your mech.
Yeah.
You can throw out your little buddy and have them fight with alongside you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a ton of influence from pretty much all those games, like the Souls games.
Yeah. And you had mentioned Ark as well.
And yeah, it's got because they were kind of the first to do the whole. Actually, I wouldn't say the first, but it's got a lot of designs that are like seem like they're from Ark. Like that summoning thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that looks like it's straight from Ark.
Because it's very like prehistoric, but it has like future elements as well.
Yeah, like the whole.
So whatever that like theme is called, there's got to be a term for that type of theme.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Where it's like a mix of prehistoric but also future.
Yeah. So I know Turok. That was obviously one.
Oh yeah, that had
people
some
think
too.
about that has like futuristic advancements in it.
Yeah.
But you start in like a jungle fighting dinosaurs, and then you kind of go on from there. And then Ark, you obviously fight. You start off, and it's all pretty much prehistoric. You start as just a dude in some rags. And then the further you go in the end game, you have a fucking like suit armor and mech armor for your dinosaurs and shit, and it just gets way more futuristic. So yeah, it's very similar aspects.
So some notes I had took while watching were, you know, some of this is probably just repeating some things we've already said, but there seems to be a mechanized beast companion you can choose and change throughout your journey. That can be customized with different weapons and attachments, which they didn't really get into that, but there was a little cinematic showing off like what looked to be you customizing this this like kind of companion beast mech, which I think was sick because you can kind of do that a little bit in Palworld with the things you unlock for certain pals, but this looks to dive much deeper into that. Was kind of giving me like it showed off like your wolf companion at one point, so I was like, oh, this is giving like Zoids, you know, like the Liger, just like the claws and stuff. Similar mechanic to Palworld with having creature companions help around the base with different jobs or chores, if you will. It did show off some of that, which looked really cool. That was something about Palworld that I really enjoyed. There seemed to be some creature hatching building mechanic that may work similarly to Palworld's, but with parts or souls, whatever you get from defeating monsters, instead of, you know, pals actually breeding.
Yeah.
But I did make note of that in the demo, or me, because, you know, the demo was in like Japanese, so that was me trying to like piece together what was happening. And it looks to have all the survival game mechanic tropes you would come to expect from a game like that, with mining, farming, fishing, and cooking. And, you know, with like a lot of those games, when you have cooking, you also have buffs. It did show off some of that, as well as the combat. The combat seemed very melee heavy with the weapon types you would also come to expect, along with archery, and it even showed off a stealth mechanic, which I thought was cool. But yeah, no. Light of the Motiram. Just heard about it today, and I'm actually pretty excited. Like,
Yeah,
I think
and
everything they showed off looked, with the game in like pre-alpha or whatever
yeah,
stage it's in. It's gonna look clunky to some extent, but it looked pretty darn good.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Like
looked clean.
I assume this is the first that we've seen of it. I don't know if there's anything prior to this out, but for a first trailer, you got a lot of footage and gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it looks pretty fucking good. I'm not the biggest fan of sci-fi. If you listen to this podcast, you probably know that. Um, so I'm not overly hyped about this, but it definitely looks very fun, and I probably will play it. So
Yeah. No, that's all I have on it. But like you said, we don't really know too much. There doesn't seem to be any type of release date or even year,
yeah,
or
I would
that
assume
I had seen.
2026 because it seems like they have a lot of progress on it.
Yeah, based off what they showed off, it looks like they've made pretty good progress.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't be mad at that. We've got plenty of games to kind of keep us occupied and busy till then, if so. But who knows? We could see something next year. It's like a beta or something.
mm-hmm.
Never know.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, this I'm pretty hyped for.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So in I guess while we're talking about somewhat of a Palworld-esque game,
Yeah.
we have
Heck
some
yeah.
Palworld news.
Good segue. Yeah.
So Palworld released a patch either yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before,
Mm.
and you're never going to guess what they did.
What did they do? I literally have no clue. I haven't heard about this.
So they updated the game, but it seems the only update they did to it was the ability to throw out your pal has been changed.
Oh.
Do you know why?
Well, it's probably goes into what we were talking about last week or the week before.
Which was?
Um, like the whole why they were suing them or something. Why Nintendo was like suing them, and it had something to do with like it was either like controls, but it also had something to do with like the ball mechanic
Yes.
of like capturing and like releasing.
This is true.
So, did they settle on something?
I don't know. That was my thought. So I don't know. I'm assuming lawyers have been talking to Palworld or Pocket Pair, the company that owns Palworld, and they probably have just given them like hey, just you should probably change this. Nintendo doesn't back down, blah 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 blah, just to be at peace for now.
Right.
I don't know what all would be said in that scenario, or if just maybe no public information has come out yet, as far as the trial and shit. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going down with that, but it has to be related, right? So basically what happens is here, let me just read this. The latest Palworld update is small, but is proving to be the most controversial so far. The new update makes it so pals are always summoned near the player instead of popping out wherever pal spheres are thrown like before. So that was their whole patent that they had made like a few years ago, where you have to have the sphere and you throw it and the monster comes out or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really stupid patent on their part because they're not the first people to do this shit.
Right. I didn't. Unless I just forgot, I didn't even know they had a patent for something like that.
Yeah, that was one of their patents, among others. But the update has also made it so the reticle only appears when players are aiming.
Okay.
So I guess that was also included in their patent of some sort, via the spheres, I guess.
So they're still spheres, though.
Yeah, they're still spheres, but the way they're able to use them is what they changed. So your
Oh.
PAL will summon right next to you, which is an issue, and it's very buggy right now since they changed all this, because PALs are just getting stuck in the ground when you summon them.
Right. Yeah, as I can imagine.
And yeah, I figure like the bigger the PAL, the more likely it's going to get stuck, which was it was an issue like when the game came out, like your PAL was just getting stuck in the ground and in objects and shit like that. But eventually the
Right.
patches that kept rolling out were fixing it. And now here we are back to square one because of this dumbass update, which
Yeah.
unfortunately they probably had to do for some reason.
Hmm.
Probably related to the lawsuit.
Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. I mean, that stinks, but that's not like once they fix the glitchiness of that, I don't think that's too big of a deal
Yeah.
for me, at least. Like, that doesn't take me out of it.
I think they just need to come up with some other way. Maybe change spheres entirely.
Yeah.
Make it to where it's like I don't know, maybe a drone or something. Just
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be anything that's just
literally
not
anything that's not a sphere, not a ball.
But I would hate for them to, back down, because this would be a good moment for them to like stick it to Nintendo and like be like, hey, like.
Well, that's the thing. I guarantee they want to.
Yeah.
But like, this is not the opponent for you to do that.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
But they would
So
have.
that's why it's obviously like bullying.
Yeah, they would have to have the best lawyers in the world to combat Nintendo, which is fucking Nintendo, who already has the best lawyers.
Yeah, yeah, and you could perhaps win, but like, at what extent?
Yeah.
You know? Like, hey, we won. Cost us $3 billion.
Yeah.
In years.
Yeah.
But we did it. We taught them a lesson.
That is true.
So at that point, it's like, was that even worth it? You know?
Yeah. But on a lighter note, via Palworld, they did put out something recently where their next update is going to be like 3 times the island they had released prior, with new pals and bosses and shit.
So like an expansion. Or DLC,
maybe.
DLC.
I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to read more into it, but yeah, it's going to be like 3 times bigger area and harder, apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
And also, I don't know if you've seen, but Palworld is doing a collab with Terraria.
I did not see that, but I never even tried Terraria. I know what it is.
I've played it before.
I never played it.
It wasn't like my thing. It's like a 2D version of Minecraft.
Yeah, so like, what do you even... Are there what's iconic about it that you could even do a collab with?
Yeah.
You know, like when you do a collab with like Final Fantasy, it's like, oh, that's easy. That's Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
He's an iconic character.
Yeah.
What's iconic with Terraria where right off the rip, you're like, whoa, that's Terraria.
I have no idea.
You know, unless it's Terraria and then they have like pals.
That's what I assume is probably going to happen.
I can see that. I can't see it vice versa.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what they would add to Palworld.
Yeah.
That is Terraria influenced.
Exactly.
But I guess we'll see.
A 2D mode.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting that kind of push.
Can you imagine though? Like bigger collabs for Palworld, like given that example, Final Fantasy.
That'd be dope.
Like a Final Fantasy like Chocobo collab.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
That would be dope.
That would be insane.
Chocobo.
Or just another just kind of bigger IP like that.
Mm-hmm. Pokemon?
Hey.
It'd be perfect.
That's part of the settlement. It's like, hey, we'll do what you want, but we got to collab, yo.
Yeah. You could buy us.
Hey. Yo, Lucario could get that Anubis evolution.
Oh
what
my
do you
God.
think? What do you think?
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah. This change, though, with the lawsuit and this update, kind of has me worrying a little bit, because I didn't think that Pokemon would win this one.
Yeah, I think there's just things behind the
may.
scene that I didn't know about, like
Yeah.
that patent. Like that's like hearing that, I can see, you know, that ball now being a problem. Even if they weren't the first to do it, obviously.
But it's a little
the
different
ones.
than the patent exclaims, I guess. So
I don't know the specifics, I guess, is what
a
I'm
patent
getting at.
has to be very specific, and they have to be doing what that patent insists. So I think it may have just been too close for comfort or something, and the lawyers are just like, hey, just if you could do this.
They just didn't change it up enough.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure.
Like, could
We'll see.
it be literally something like, instead of throwing the ball out, what if they just like rolled it on the ground to wherever they aimed it?
Yeah, or
you
fucking
know?
shoot it out of the gun.
I mean, that too.
Yeah.
Or just have like a dedicated gun that they then pull out versus throwing. They like pull out a gun and then shoot it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just summon with their hands, make it magic. I don't fucking know.
I don't care
It could be anything.
either. Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
But
Seriously.
as of now, the game is just unfortunately
Yeah.
glitched. So everybody's rolling back their versions.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, I hate to see Pocket Pair cower to Nintendo. So it's not a good look for, just video games in general.
It's not, but I mean, I feel like there's so many factors that are kind of taken into consideration. I think they just want to get back to updating and
100%.
updating this game and giving what the players want.
Yeah.
And this is holding them up.
Yeah, if this is like, honestly, this isn't even like a really bad lawsuit. Like, if that's all they're going after. And
right.
The main thing is them trying to stop their sales in Japan.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
crucial.
Yeah, pretty fucked up.
Like a $65 settlement, $65,000 settlement, and then that one patent. It's not like they can, whatever.
Yeah.
They can change it. They did. And then $65K is nothing.
Yeah.
For
so
that
hopefully
company.
we will, this will kind of be over and done with soon.
Yeah. But I got a question for you.
What you got?
What are your top 5 favorite PlayStation games? One from each system.
Whoa, that's really weird you ask that, because I happen to have my answers right here typed out.
Whoa,
what are the odds?
Whoa.
What are the odds?
My mind's blown.
I'm guessing we're going to start with PlayStation 1, because that's where it all started.
Yeah. I didn't include PSP, by the way. Or the Vita.
Actually, I didn't even think about that. I didn't either.
I don't think they count.
Yeah.
Name one exclusive
for the
PlayStation. Well, I guess the PSP you could.
The PSP?
I got 3 in mind.
Well, the God of War games.
Yeah.
Daxter.
Oh, true. I didn't think about
there's
that
a
one.
Clank game. You did have Crisis Core.
Crisis Core, yeah. Now it's not.
It's
on mobile.
There's actually a decent amount.
Yeah, there was. I think
think
pretty
there
much everything
was-
that came to the PlayStation Portable was an exclusive for it. So,
Or like
Dissidia, I think, was one of them.
Dissidia. Yeah, 2 Dissidia games,
Oh,
I want to say.
What was that? Was it All Stars? Wasn't that a portable?
That was on PS3 as well.
Oh, was it? Okay.
You also had a Metal Gear game on there. I think it was called like Peacemaker or something like that.
Interesting.
Peace something. But all right, starting with the PlayStation 1. I didn't even have I probably could have come up with some honorable mentions. I just didn't play the PS1 that much. I was more with the 64.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
So for the PlayStation 1, my favorite PlayStation 1 game, do you want to take a guess? I need specific.
For
That's
you?
somewhat of a hint.
Ooh. Actually, you know what? For the PlayStation 1, that one for you is going to stump me a little bit. If I had to guess, I'd maybe say Spyro the Dragon.
You've got the right franchise.
Oh, it's going to be 2 then. Really?
Not for me.
Huh, okay. Then 3?
Then 3. Yep.
Oh.
Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon.
Yeah.
That is my favorite
That makes sense.
PlayStation 1 game.
I feel like most people enjoy 3 more.
Yeah, it's
say
like
that's true?
1. Yeah, I'd say 1 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 was just really cool. But But yeah, like I didn't play a lot of the iconic PS1 games. Obviously, Final Fantasy, any Final Fantasy on the PS1, 7 in particular, didn't play them. I didn't play like Twisted Metal
You didn't?
on the PS1. I
Wow.
didn't play Parappa the Rapper.
Did you play it on the PlayStation 2?
Which one?
Twisted Metal?
I played Twisted Metal Black.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually still have that one downstairs.
Nice.
But yeah, there were a bunch of just like iconic PS1 games that I just like Metal Gear
Yeah.
didn't really play. But I did play Spyro.
Oh, yeah.
Spyro and Croc. You remember Croc?
Oh, yeah.
I think they're remastering that one. But yeah, favorite PlayStation 1 game, Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. So your favorite PlayStation 1 game, I'm just going to put it out there, obvious guess, Final Fantasy 7.
Is it that obvious?
I mean, I feel like that would be it.
It is.
Yeah. Final Fantasy
My
7.
favorite PlayStation 1 game is Final Fantasy 7.
Legend of Dragoon, that's another iconic one.
That is an honorable mention of mine.
Is that your only honorable mention?
I have two. The other one is Abe's Odyssey. Oddworld,
okay.
Abe's Odyssey.
Okay. Nice. Ape Escape, that's another one, like another iconic one I just didn't play. All right, well, let's start with you for PS2.
All right. So for PlayStation 2, my favorite.
Oh, do I get to guess?
Oh, right. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so this is where it definitely
this one's
broadens.
hard.
This
All
one's
three
hard.
of these. So I have two honorable mentions for the PlayStation 2, but all three of these are tied.
I think mine's going to be not necessarily hard, but you wouldn't have expected it. Because I really had to do some thinking on, like, I love all these games, but what game did I, like, play the most? What game really had, like, a... Like, when I think about it, I'm like, yeah.
So this one for me was mind-blowing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you just trying to throw me off? Because, like,
No.
my obvious guess would have been, like, God of War.
It would have been.
Right? Like, that's, like, the obvious one. Like, oh, yeah, duh.
I don't even have God of War on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God of War 2?
I have God of War 2.
Ah, dude, I was about to say.
Yeah, God of War 2 is better than the first one.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was, like, some nostalgia there that would maybe put one ahead of the second.
But that's an honorable mention. You still haven't guessed my actual.
All right, so do I know this game?
Oh, yeah.
I definitely know this game.
Mm-hmm. Legendary game.
Oh, Final Fantasy 10.
No.
10-2.
No. I was going to put that here.
Oh. Dirge of Cerberus.
No.
Oh.
The fuck? I would put 10 and 10-2 above Dirge.
It was definitely...
It's cool. It's a cool game.
So I know about this game. Do you talk about this game?
We talk about it sometimes.
Like, we talk about,
not
like...
very often, though.
We talk about...
This is like it's a very short game. You can play through it in an afternoon.
Okay. So what I was going to say was, like, we talk about...
It's got some story.
God of War all the time. We talk about Final Fantasy X even more.
Yeah, but this game is, like, action-packed. You can just go through it.
And this is an exclusive.
An exclusive, yeah. It got remastered on the PlayStation 4.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Shadow of Colossus.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is, that's very fair. I'm so used to, like, when I think Shadow of Colossus, I now think of, like, the remake, versus, like, oh, that's an OG PS2 game.
Yeah, but I remember playing through this game on the PlayStation 2, man, and it was so fucking good.
Maybe one
Just
of the
so
most
fun.
iconic PS2 games.
Yeah, I think easily. But also put honorable mention God of War 2 and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, I wasn't even, for whatever reason, I wasn't even thinking Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that was PlayStation exclusive.
I will say, God of War 2 also made it to my honorable mention.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
it's funny because I can tell you maybe tiny pieces of the story, but, like, when I think about it, I remember how I felt playing it and just how, like, iconic of a game it was.
I remember specifically, my mom just randomly came up to me one day and was like, "Hey, you want to go to GameStop and, like,
Oh,
get a
I
game.
remember. Yeah, yeah.
And I
remember
got
you
the
telling that
game.
story.
I think I got God of War 2 and like something else. They were like 2 pre-owned games. I started playing God of War 2. I made it to the scene. There's like a cutscene with the horse chariots.
Dude, that's what I was gonna bring up.
Yeah, it's a sick ass cutscene.
Yeah.
But my disc skipped in the middle of that, and it would never get past it. So I tried everything to like clean my disc, and I took one of those things where it would take the first layer off and
Yeah.
everything, and it eventually worked. But it was such a hassle having to fucking deal with that. Because I got to that point, because I think there was like a boss or something right before it. And I got to that point like probably like 10 times, and it would always do it. And I was trying everything to fucking get past that scene. But
What was it about the PS2 in particular? Like the disc would just get fucked.
yeah, dude. I think they were just built kind of shittily. So
Word of the day,
it would
shittily.
just fuck them. It would just fuck the discs up.
Yeah.
God forbid you try to move it with the disc in there.
Oh, dude.
But it was still iconic because DVD player plus a system. I mean, you couldn't get a cheaper DVD player.
I mean, you tried everything to clean those discs. Toothpaste.
Yeah.
I think I even tried peanut butter
Yeah.
at one point.
Got to fill those cracks in.
Dude, yeah, something about those PS2 discs. Just built so shittily, you know?
All right. So your PlayStation 2 game.
You went over all of your honorable mentions?
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus, honorable mention, God of War 2, and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So your favorite PlayStation 2 game. This is kind of tough, I think. I feel like it's going to be something like Need for Speed Underground 2.
Oh, man, now that I think about it. Well, that, again, think exclusive, because that came out on other things.
Infamous.
No, that was the next generation.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure if like the first one came out on 2 or not. I don't think Budokai was...
It came out on GameCube as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I knew it was on GameCube, but... Damn.
Or else Budokai 2 would have been on here.
Yeah.
It would have been in this slot.
Yeah, I actually played Budokai, the first one on the GameCube. Beat it in one night, so...
Oh, yeah.
Fucking great game. I was pissed when it ended at Cell Saga.
I know. I think we all were. I literally speak for everyone when I say we all were pissed.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite PlayStation 2 game? What the fuck, man? The catalog is just so big. I don't know where to land.
Let me know when you want.
Is it Final Fantasy X?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right. Yeah. Give me a hint.
Very vague hint.
Oh. Actually, no. Hold on. Go ahead.
This game, like many of the games back in those days, obviously it came with like a little manual, a booklet, but this game came with something else.
What?
Yep.
That's a hint?
It's a very vague hint, yeah. It came with 3 things.
Duelist of Roses.
Duelist of Roses.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is, I think,
Damn, I
my
didn't even think
favorite
of that.
PS2 game.
That's a fucking good-ass PS2 game.
I
Remember when
put
we
some
played it
fucking-
like a year and a half ago
Yeah.
downstairs, and that first fucking match took us an hour and we lost?
And we lost.
That was bullshit.
But when you play that game, it's still fun as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That game is still good.
That game's legendary.
And it's crazy just thinking like, man, I was like 10, if that. I was 10 years old and I beat that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's like the equivalent of Pocket. Just the
What?
rules and everything, just kind of dumbed down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, I wish there was some way to play Yu-Gi-Oh like that.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is so fucking advanced now.
Yeah, but that added just a whole other layer of strategy. But yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of Roses, my favorite PS2 game.
Oh, yeah.
So I mentioned God of War 2 as an honorable mention. I still have 2 more honorable mentions.
2.
Actually, one of which, I think this one only came out on the PS2. Yeah.
What is it?
Guitar Hero 2.
Oh, fuck. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And I'm not even the biggest Guitar Hero guy, but when I think about that game, and then like when I first played it, like everyone was playing that game.
Oh yeah.
And that game was awesome. And my last honorable mention is Jack 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got some Jack
Very
and Daxter
solid
love in
games.
there.
Yeah, very solid games. Damn, man, fucking PlayStation 2. What a system.
Fucking heaters, dude. Fucking heaters, full of them.
No system can compare to it.
Still hasn't been beat yet.
That's true. 160 million copies sold.
Yep, hasn't been beat. Highest selling console.
All right, so for the PlayStation 3, my favorite game.
Your favorite game?
This one's easy.
God of War 3.
Exactly. God of War 3, no honorable mentions because this game is that superior.
Oh,
actually,
wow.
I will give one honorable mention. Dante's Inferno.
Okay.
That's a fucking good game.
Heck yeah.
Albeit short.
Yeah.
God of War 3 is short too.
Yeah, those back in those days, hack and slash games were pretty.
Yeah.
You could beat it in a
Devil
weekend.
May Cry. Yeah.
Yeah. Which now that I think about it, I'm not adding it, but I would add Devil May Cry 4 as an honorable mention.
Is that
Actually,
exclusive?
That's a lie. It's not
Those
exclusive.
are, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Although I do think Devil May Cry 3 was a PS2 exclusive.
I don't know. Was Dante's Inferno an exclusive? I don't know if it was.
No, I think that came out on 360.
That's what I thought.
I don't think Devil May Cry 3 came out on the GameCube or Xbox though. I can't picture it with like
the logo
in that
in the case. Yeah. I'm not sure.
But that was a good one. My dad and I both played through that together. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually pretty long for a hack and slash game. So
Yeah.
I digress a little bit with that one. Cuz that one had like a bunch of chapters.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was upwards of like 20 something chapters, like 20 something different levels. But good ass game. So all right, so mine's pretty easy. Mine's easy.
Yeah,
PS3.
yours is The Last of Us.
It's The Last of Us.
It's
The Last of Us.
You have no honorable mentions for 3?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do.
I do. I have 3.
Castlevania.
No.
Okay. Wolfenstein.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
I never played the 360 version.
Okay. Oh yeah, I wasn't.
Or sorry, the PS3
yeah, I wasn't
version.
thinking that was an exclusive. PlayStation 3 exclusive. I don't know.
I'm a little surprised you didn't guess this one.
Oh, it's Ni no Kuni.
Yeah,
That's your honorable
because we
mention.
kind of
Yeah.
hinted at it, foreshadowed. And to be fair, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, this version of the game is exclusive to the PS3, but there was a Ni no Kuni game with I think the same name that came out in Japan, but on the DS.
Oh wow.
So very different game in how it played.
Interesting.
But yes, that's my first honorable mention of the PS3. I didn't know if you wanted to take a guess or you just want me to tell you the rest.
Probably some Ratchet and Clank game.
No, I never was a big Ratchet and Clank guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just of those like kind
Jack
of
and Daxter.
3D platformers. Like I wasn't really into Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank.
I don't think I've ever played a Sly Cooper game.
They played very similarly.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, just Jack and Daxter did it for me.
Hmm.
My other ones are Uncharted 2.
Oh, of course. Forgot Uncharted.
Uncharted 2, Honor Among Thieves, and Infamous 2.
Oh, okay. There it is.
I never really played the first one. I played a little bit with Jesse Gartman, funny enough. But I played through that second one, and that second one was sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, PS3. But, yeah, easy. The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite. If not, well, looked at as one of the best. I'm not going to say the best, but definitely one of the best PS3 games.
Yeah.
Because you played through The Last of Us, but, like, imagine back in the day playing through that on the PS3.
No, I totally agree that playing it currently and after the show ruined the game for me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's just games are so advanced now.
Right.
It's been how long since that game came out? 2009, 2010?
It was 2012. It was
2012?
towards the end of the
the
life
end of the life
cycle.
cycle. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even still, it's been 12 years.
Yeah.
Games have far, far surpassed them.
Mm-hmm.
Just in terms of gameplay. Like, you could play through that game in, what, 9 hours?
Yeah, definitely
If that.
a weekend if you're binging one day.
But yeah, it's incredible story. But I got that in TV format with way more emotion and characters and
Yeah.
even going deeper into it. So
Mm-hmm.
I will say that kind of ruined the story for me a little bit there.
Yeah.
Just in the playthrough. So I knew what to expect. And the gameplay for me wasn't anything special just because games are so advanced now.
Yeah, games have done that and done it better.
But I can imagine in 2012 that game being fucking sick.
But like if you didn't have, because very different games, but very similar in play style. Like if you didn't have like the newer God of War games, like I think it would have hit a little harder for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that game did that, although different, but it did it much better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still the king of games that play like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take PS4. Well, I'll be the first for PS4.
Sure.
So what is my favorite PS4 game? PlayStation 4. And I don't think too hard about it.
It's God of War.
It's God of
2018.
War. It's God of War 2018.
And mine is also God of War 2018.
I had a feeling. And that game's on PC now. No, we're going like
It's
OG
a PlayStation Studios Santa Monica video game.
And I've got 5
actually
honorable mentions.
I didn't list an honorable mention here. Although here, I'll just guess yours.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Actually, no.
Wow, okay.
Just
I'll give that an
because
honorable mention.
It's a great game, but like that one didn't hit me like these others.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say for you, obviously Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
And actually, I don't know. I don't know what other. Oh, Uncharted 4.
Yep.
Horizon. No.
Great game though. Great game.
The Last of Us 2. Was that a PlayStation 2 game?
Yep. That's on there.
Or PlayStation 4. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm not sure what else.
So one of these I do talk about very fondly. I know you've heard me talk about it many times. Days Gone.
Oh yeah, fuck! I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that one's out of all of these, definitely a hidden gem.
Was it really that good if there's no second one?
I'm really sad. Gosh, I wish they would have done a second one.
It's crazy.
I think it's possible for them too. Yeah, I know. Fucking game's amazing. And the last one would be Bloodborne.
Oh damn, yeah.
Bloodborne.
I don't know how I missed that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I didn't put that here just because I've never completed that game, so it may have been an honorable mention. But
isn't it weird? It's like a game that you haven't played, but it's like I know I'd love it.
Oh yeah,
if I did play it,
100%. And I have a stupid amount of those in my to be played list. So
yeah, fair enough. And you didn't have any honorable mentions?
No, but I'll consider Spider-Man one.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's fair. And we will end it with PlayStation 5. You go ahead and take that one.
Alrighty. So, your favorite PlayStation 5 game, I would have to assume, would be Ragnarok.
It's Ragnarok.
God of War Ragnarok.
And it's also your favorite.
100%. And you did say you had no honorable mentions for the PlayStation 5.
If I had 30 minutes to think about it, I'm sure I could come up with something, but yeah,
now, this was a timed exclusive, but for me, Final Fantasy 16. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I thought about it, but that wouldn't be fair for me to put here,
Yeah, I mean, you've played about halfway through, but
yeah.
But
still, like, the fun I had with it, like, yeah.
Freaking
awesome. But hell yeah, I'm happy to see that on there. And that was all you had?
That's all I got, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've only played 3 games on the PlayStation 5, I think.
I don't think I've played that much more. I definitely played more, but, like, not that much more. But yeah, when you get to the later consoles, unless it's like an exclusive, like an exclusive IP, I guess arguably God of War is not even an exclusive IP at this point. Not anymore. You know? So you get far less exclusives nowadays. Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, I think the first people to do this, to my knowledge, was Grand Theft Auto 5 when that was console exclusive. And then when it came to PC, like everybody bought it again. I bought that bitch 3 times probably.
And honestly, going back to the PS2, those could be some honorable mentions.
Oh yeah, 100%. I thought about Vice City, but they were on Xbox too. So
well, I know San Andreas was, but was Grand Theft Auto 3?
I want to say no. Honestly, I have no idea.
I only remember seeing 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
For the PlayStation 2. I'm not even sure. I know I played San Andreas on the Xbox.
Okay.
But I'm not sure about Vice City.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. And again, this is us talking about PlayStation games. Obviously, there's other amazing games we didn't talk about, but they come out on multiple platforms, if that wasn't obvious.
Like, neither of us named Silent Hill. Neither of us named Resident Evil. So, don't come at us. But to us,
nobody said an Elder Scrolls game. What the fuck?
I know. Wait, what console was Morrowind on?
Xbox.
It was just Xbox? Yeah.
That was an exclusive at the time. You know, that's on PC. Came out on PC a long time ago, but yeah. But yeah. Happy 30th anniversary. PlayStation. Kicking butt.
Hopefully we get some cool reveals tomorrow. That would be sick.
Yeah, hopefully we get some sick reveals tomorrow or something that's not just... Because, actually today they gave us a video kind of celebrating PlayStation. We'll probably get another one of those, just going more deeper into it. But yeah, give us some type of news outside of, like, for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Because obviously we know we're going to get a shit ton for that. Which is exciting, though. And we'll be talking about that very soon in the weeks 100%. To come. Heck yeah.
But, buddy, that's all I got for you.
That's all I got for you. And that's been episode 109 of the Hardcore Podcast.
See you next week.
Peace. Who am I?
Keyboard cat.
You're right.
Remus trying to get something off the counter.
Fucking claws you in the process. That's him in the pool.
So true. Danger to children.
Hide your children.